Hello, 11:30. Welcome to Thursday morning. So I kind of slept in. It was like 9 before I got out of bed. I've been getting through mail and the usual crap. I see that an FCP package has delivered. Quite a small one. I think this one's full of the hardware, nuts and bolts and such. I'll open it up. We'll see what's in there. Lots of hardware as expected. So these are the two rings that one of them goes down for the fuel pump, the other one's the fuel filter under the rear seat. Then there's also these plastic things. These parts were super cheap. I don't know what we're going to find when we open it up, if they're going to be, totally dry and brittle, or they might be perfect. Maybe we could return them. I don't know. I think these were something like $3. So those two, the two metal rings, these are just like the E39. They have these raised portions, and BMW sells a tool for this. It's like $70 that you put on there and then put a wrench on. But honestly, what everybody's always done successfully is a flathead screwdriver, tap, 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 then move it over here, tap, 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 and just work it off. And then you can, the last few turns you just do by hand. The reason I'm replacing them is sometimes they get mangled. If you have a lot of trouble getting the old ones off, you mangle them to a point where they're not going to go back on. So two of those. Then we've got the bolts for the alternator here. One of them's really long, one of them's much shorter, so alternator bolts. Then there's gaskets somewhere on, they don't go on the ring, I don't know, maybe they go on there. But there's two gaskets. And then this bag of hardware, I think, is for the wishbones. So these would be the bolt that go through probably the subframe, definitely the subframe end. Nuts on the end of those. Now they put them all in one bag, but wrote the part numbers kind of crudely over here. So I'm about to go through the pending document. These are all the parts that are on order for that car. And make sure it's all here. But you'll see how I did this, and this is extremely useful. So list the part over here, quantity, part number, and then get a price quote from ECS, FCP, Amazon, TR's, Tire Rack, wherever they're available. Lay them all out, and then I bolded where we bought them. So for example, what is this? There's one front stabilizer end link, $17 from ECS, but $28 from FCP, and I'm not worried about the warranty on that, so we went with ECS. So we did an order with each. ECS covered those bolts, FCP those bolts. Some of the stuff is Tire Rack, like tires and the brake pads. And then the Bosch O2 sensors were way cheaper from Amazon. So that's how I figure out the best and most cost-effective way to order parts. This is what happens when I get bored at home on another rainy day. We go crazy with Excel. So I color-coded it, and I figured out what's here and what's not here. The yellow stuff has not yet been ordered. We're doing it's all the brakes and the cam sensors. Cam sensor are going to be an FCP deal in February, and the brakes we're going to do at a later time just to spread out that whatever approximate cost that is, about $1,000 in parts. The green stuff is on site, it has arrived, and the red stuff is pending. It's just an ECS order. The fuel pump was part of it, but the fuel pump keeps getting delayed from Germany, so they just broke all the other stuff into its own order, so it's coming next Tuesday. Oh my god, it's an E91 3 Series. You never see those. 328 wagon. Pre-facelift, right? It's got the Chinese taillights. So that makes it about 07, I think, because they kept the E46 around in wagon and convertible form through 06. My guess is that's an 07 328 and a nice gray. So we got to the shop. I totally cleaned out the Jetta. I don't know what Megan's been doing. If she's been hiking on the beach in those shoes, there was sand everywhere. So I cleaned the shoes, I cleaned the floor mats. I got to drop that box off at the post office later. Clean the door jambs, all of that, so it's nice and black again. Had to vacuum it and then wash the mats in the sink. I cleaned the wheels on the M5. I got the body and the glass and the exhaust and the interior done when I dropped it up here last Friday, so I got the wheels done today. They were dustier than I thought. I guess I drive it a lot more now, so it gets dustier. But that's nice. I brought a bunch of parts up that I already showed you, the alternator and pads and all the hardware, and that stuff is over there, pending installation. The foam stuff is going to deliver tomorrow, supposedly. And this is just a template, but that's how this stuff will be organized in all the drawers. And then I got to work in the office in here, and I put together the bookshelf of all the BMW stuff, and it looked like a shit ton when I had it laid out on the table. then I organized it. It's really not that much. We've got a lot of room for additions, which is nice. So the top shelf, it's all Ferrari. These are the Pilot, what are they, monthly, quarterly, whatever, from the Ferrari Club. A book on the 355, my little model, and then some Pebble Beach stuff and the Ferrari Buyer's Guide. Thanks, Megan. Then I have the BMW shelf with technical training on the E39, the E60, and then random M models. I have my M5 models, the original M5 book from the dealer. It's another M5 book from the dealer for the 2000s. This is the standard E39 book. Then I've got, what are these, BMW magazines back from 2000, 99, 04, 05, and 05. And then Roundels. I gave most of them to Kenan, but these are the ones I still have. And the new ones I get will go here, and that will move outwards. Then we've got the driver, a bunch of old publications that review the M5 back when it was new. Some BMW related stuff. It's all kind of that way. And then there's 2 books on Porsche, which I just put down there. So a ton of room for expansion here. And we've got the calendar with Kenan, Al, me, and Luke. And then these are all the different things that we've gotten from different Pebble Beaches, McLaren events, and access passes that we've done. There's Pittsburgh Vintage Grand Prix. That will grow. But I'm going to pack things up here now. I need to go get a haircut and hit the post office and then get back home. How about that? So a haircut, many hours passed. I'm getting ready for bed. I hit Ralph's. I had to get milk and some fries and some groceries. And the post office, and then back here we made pizzas for dinner, watched an incredible Lakers game, by far the most impressive win of the season. Everybody stepped up, everybody played well. An overtime victory over the Thunder in Oklahoma. So that's pretty damn cool. But I'm going to do some YouTube here, see if I can catch up on some CTFXC. If you guys don't watch them, or used to and haven't in a while, go catch up. Things are exciting, things are different. It's a crazy ride. I've been there like almost the whole time, so it's exciting. Anyways, I'm going to do that, get to bed. Tomorrow, Friday, lots of packages coming, running errands, and then we'll probably head out and get dinner somewhere tomorrow night. We haven't done that in a long time, and finally the rains are going to be over, so that'll be nice. Get my car back. All right, talk tomorrow.